We'll introduce the podcast here. This is the pAhhhdcast, and we have today, it's me, Tom Murphy, and
Marcus Garvey.
Garvey Marcus.
Is it that?
What's going on? What are you on, heroin or something now? What happened
Yes,
to you? You don't know your name, and you don't...
No, I know my name, but...
You're Garvey Marcus.
Yeah. No, I'm Shiva Ary. Yeah. I was saying
Garvey's been into this dissociated state
Yeah.
today, and
Definitely.
yeah, he's excited to have him. And yeah.
Okay. Love you too.
You happy you decided we should record? Are you happy, Shiva?
Not anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, what did we want to talk about? Here, give me my notes over there.
Yeah.
All right, Adrian Johnson. How did you get into comedy?
Well, I mean, I started in here. Been working.
Good. Who was the first comedian you met? This is like lightning round. All right, so
Got it.
It's just
I gotta be
efficiency
quicker.
of information is what we're going for here.
Yeah.
All right, we're too late on that one. How do you balance relationship with comedy, work, and family?
I have no friends.
You have none of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very bad at maintaining relationships.
Now, I'm going to correct all these questions to be tailored to you. So how do you balance...
Me, Adrian Johnson.
How
right?
do you... yeah. Well, that's right. That's who I'm talking to, right?
Yeah.
Adrian Garvey Marcus Shiva
Yes.
Ary Johnson.
Spanish. So there's 4.
How do you balance your relationship with... Let's see, comedy, work, and family. How do you balance your relationship with making people uncomfortable, talking about your heroin addiction, work, and... Wait, do you work?
Not really. No, barely.
And I don't know, being in a car. I've seen you in cars. How do you balance that? How do you... You're driving around in these cars, but then you're on a stage from time to time. So
Yes.
what do you can't bring the car with you.
Yeah.
Do you just park outside and then go in?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. All
right. Well, that's some good advice for people starting out in comedy. You can still drive it there. Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to walk there just because you get it you can park. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. There's usually a parking lot, and you can do that.
All right. Where was your first show? I guess that one we don't have to.
Was it Backdoor or Hyenas?
Backdoor?
Yeah.
Hey, folks. Hey.
No.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, know about the, right? Because
of Backdoor.
That's probably why, that occurred to me. Is that the reason that they require that you be clean there is because just people making endless anal sex jokes about the name? Is that... I can respect that. That's a good reason.
If Linda had the foresight. But no, It was literally at the back of a restaurant. I wasn't there for this, but the first original Backdoor was literally the back door.
It was just
you had to do anal to get in. Pretty much is what I'm saying.
No, jeepers.
Yeah, no, it was a different time. It was I don't know, 90s. I don't even know. Yeah.
No, I remember hearing about anal sex in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you find out about... it's weird. I remember, when you're a kid, you play with your sister's dolls and wear dresses. You know what I mean?
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, when you're playing with the dolls, you'll make them, do sexual things with each other. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
When you're a kid? Did you ever do that?
Yeah, sure.
I remember as a kid putting them in positions that I don't know how I would have known about because I didn't know... I wasn't watching, but I knew that they could go in that hole too. I'd be doing that, and I'd have them going in mouths and
you were creating your own Kama Sutra as a kid.
Karma Sutra?
Yeah.
You call it?
Kama Sutra.
I shouldn't be correcting you on that. What the fuck?
Actually, it's pronounced Karma Sutra. Just wanted to correct the whole world on that.
I got a kick out of... Who was that who was trying to correct Garvey correctly pronouncing your name? Because he's the only one who correctly pronounced it. He was calling you Shiva.
Shiva's technically right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but then someone was trying to correct him.
And
they're like, it's Shiva. And I was like, no, talk to Shiva. That is correct. And then they were like, it's not fucking, it's Shiva.
Yeah. I'm just kind of one of those, girls that it's whatever Cat, or it could be whatever.
Oh, man,
Kate,
you
or
can
it
hear
could
the
be,
rain. That's actually nice. Yeah, this is. Do you like that?
Does
It's
Busio
a
never
nice
talk on
background,
Does Busio never talk on your podcast?
How could he? He's not here.
Okay. Oh.
What are you?
okay.
What are you talking about?
I didn't know
He's
that.
the
I didn't
name
know
you
that.
just mentioned should never be uttered in the.
Maybe that's what's
he's a
throwing me off.
monster.
No, that's throwing me off. I didn't know it was just.
I
me
would
and you
never be
having
in a room
conversation.
with a man like that.
Yeah. No, me neither. I don't fucking know that guy.
Yeah, and his fucking his eyebrows are kind of connected too. You know, much like our nameless producer.
Yeah. You're like thinking of an image of him or something.
Yeah.
Can you almost like?
Well, no,
see him
sometimes I'll
in
look
your
at our
third-
nameless producer, and we actually thought about letting our nameless producer just go by Busco to make things simpler, since we would never have a man named that in this place. We could
almost
just
like
call him that.
a
and then-
reverse ode to him. Tip of the not tip of the hat.
Right.
To
Yeah.
him. Uh-huh.
And then we could verbally abuse the producer and then call him that, and then you know what I mean?
It's lethargic.
Lethargic.
Yeah.
You mean cathartic?
Both?
Lethargic.
What's
Why is it
lethargic
lethargic?
again?
Lethargic is a side
lazy?
effect of a medication. Yeah, it's like you're
Oh, yeah, no, it is.
you're lethargic.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
feel. You're kind of fatigued, and I tend to think of it as involving being itchy too, but I don't think that's actually
No.
anything to do with the
No, that's
definition.
heroin again.
That's true, which
Yeah,
will
yeah.
make you a little lethargic, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's weird. Did you find those side effects to be like? Did you like the itching?
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah.
Even if I itch now, it's kind of comforting. It kind of releases your own natural opiates or whatever.
Well, itchiness
No.
is a strange because the act of
I
itching
just
is
did it right now.
enjoyable,
Look,
but
I'm
then
doing
you
it.
don't like being itchy, so it's weird. Why am I? Because I'll enjoy when I'm scratching the mosquito bite, but I don't want to have the mosquito
No,
bite. I don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
that I have the itching, but I like the
Well, I'm
itching.
saying without the mosquito bite, if you itch, it does like it is, like releasing endorphins in a sense. That's why you would do it when a mosquito bite's there.
Wait, so is that all heroin is? Just everyone getting hooked
Itchy?
on
No.
enjoying the fucking.
It's way more intense,
Yeah.
but you notice things that are like in the same group as that.
As
Love
itching?
feels a little bit like
Itchy?
no, not itchy. Well, sure, man.
Well, and as, when you're in love with my ex-wife.
I don't. You were never married, were you?
No.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
engaged once.
That's that's why. You were telling us. Yeah.
Off.
Yeah. That's I've never been. I've talked
with a woman.
yeah at all. Yeah,
I've seen you
yeah.
with girlfriends,
There's-
Tom. I've seen you.
You definitely can't put an S on that, and I don't think you ever. Did you ever meet my girlfriend? I didn't,
Yeah. Met your brother,
what
too.
was that kind? Are you talking about my sister?
Oh, maybe, actually.
Yeah, because my ex never
but
came out to
definitely.
any. She never came out to a show or anything. You
Really?
might have met her if you came by, because I would stay at her place most of the time. So if you came by her place, if you would drop me off or something, that's possible.
I mean, I did. No, I might be actually thinking of your sister, to be honest. Which I apologize for.
Yeah. Does she
Yeah.
have red hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You think that's a reachable fucking thing for me?
No.
Lady
Or,
like
yeah.
that? My sister is a
She's
very
insane.
attractive woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I met your girlfriend then. Yeah.
She's
And
also,
I've heard of your girlfriend. Maybe you don't. have
also a
girlfriend
very
then.
attractive woman. I don't
Yeah.
mean to speak ill of the nameless person who
Do you want me to say it?
I don't know. Can you sync up Behind Blue Eyes by The Who, and I can just stare into the fucking distance? For
I mean, it's raining outside.
Is that
so-
song about Nazis?
I don't know. Really?
It says no one knows what it's like to be the sad man, to be the bad man behind blue eyes.
Blue eyes.
No one knows what it's like to be hated.
Kind of like that "Don't
be-
Go Outside" song people got mad about.
Don't
or,
Go Outside.
or don't. You know what I'm talking about? That old '50s one where it was like,
What is it? No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if it's an old 50s song that people got upset about, it's called "Don't Go Outside." That's the
or
possibility.
I'm happy
there,
to
really.
leave, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I can't. I really
He's like
can't
telling
stay."
the woman not to. Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, the classic Christmas carol,
Yeah.
"Don't Go Outside."
Or don't I forgot.
I mean, if
what
they
it
named
was.
it that, the people who were angry about it would have more of a point, I think.
Yeah. But it's the same thing where it's like, and then the dude's telling the lady to
Baby, it's cold
not leave.
outside. It's cold
Yeah,
outside.
is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
not.
thank you.
Yeah, but that's not by the Who though. That's a different. And I
I
don't
think
think,
that's
about
also
Nazis.
by Limp Bizkit. I think that was.
Did Limp Bizkit do a Christmas?
Yeah. That's why people are mad.
Yeah. That's your people.
No, that's why people.
That's white. That's white people.
Why?
That's why people.
Yeah.
Why people?
Yeah. Why people got mad at that song.
Oh, because Limp Bizkit sang it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. You know what's odd about someone like Limp Bizkit is he is infinitely more successful and famous than almost anyone who's ever tried to do music. But
Yeah.
you will never meet anyone who likes it. I don't understand where the economy of the Limp Bizkit success is coming from.
I mean, there was definitely a pivot. Like they were on his side, and then
Oh,
they
so now
weren't.
people don't like him.
Same
That's
thing
what's,
happened with Nickelback or the guy.
That's what I don't get
Guy
too.
Fieri.
Well, I
or
do know
whatever.
I have a handful of friends, dude.
Lindsay
I had
Lohan.
I had one friend who he had his heart broken, and this girl left, and then he was like, like listening to the music that like soothed him all the time after that. Anytime I was around him, and it depressed me because it was like a waste of the like depressive shit he was going through. Like, it's like because the music quality was so shitty. Like he was just.
Wait.
Like he was like weeping and like drinking and like a suffering poetical fucking man who
Sure.
had his heart stepped on by the world and the woman he
just
loved
listening
walked
to-
out on him and then
Yep.
he's just sitting there. And there goes my hero, watching magic, and
Yeah.
that's no good.
It makes good music. I mean, not.
You like
for-
that?
I
I don't know why the
when
Foo Fighters for some reason are like considered acceptable modern rock, and I think they're just as bad as all the other.
Who's better than Nirvana? I don't know if you like that.
didn't like I didn't like
I get
Nirvana
that.
either.
I like Nirvana compared
I
to
don't
Foo
like-
Fighters.
I don't like either of them. Nirvana kind of started that whole thing of guys with that same voice, where they all that Kurt Cobain voice, where it's like,
He didn't even start that. Whatever, the guy Jeremy started it before Nirvana, right?
Who's Jeremy?
The one that sang Pearl
Pearl
Jam.
Jam. Oh yeah, that's the worst fucking band there ever. It pisses me off.
They're not that bad.
Because
I mean, I
Eddie
like
Vedder's a
Nirvana
huge
better.
Cubs
I like-
fan too, so it annoys me. They're always anytime there's any kind of Cubs
It's like a
fucking
personal
ceremony or
vendetta.
anything, they always have the fucking Pearl
Actually,
Jam.
I love the Cubs.
I love the Cubs too. That's my
Oh,
favorite
okay.
team.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
no,
It
I
pisses me
don't.
off
I
anytime
don't
they're
know
having
shit.
any kind of like when they won the World Series. That was who they had play for so it was Pearl Jam at Wrigley Field. Fucking.
Does make that. I mean,
I
they're
think
not
they
very
played-
sportsy. Yeah.
Oh, and then Foo Fighters were on one of the last. That was the last musical guest on Letterman, which I was like, I love Letterman, and why is he doing this?
No, right. Yeah. Dave Grohl got a lot of sympathy for,
He seems like a nice guy.
that too. But that shouldn't be why you're successful. It's like, we can't, you know what I mean?
You're a
Like,
nice person.
Yeah.
That's
I would
not
think
the
it's
worst
supposed to
thing
be
in the
about
world.
entertaining. No, it's a good, like, oh, that's good to know. You don't want to know someone's an evil piece of shit, but, like.
Yeah, I had a guy tell me that once. It was a weird. I took it as a compliment. Though he said, "I don't find you funny, but you have integrity." And then he like shook my hand.
Nice.
I was like, "All right." Yeah.
I think the same.
Yeah.
I try to, but then no. I'd sell out pretty fast, I think. Like if I just gotta live, right? Money means shit. Like
Money what?
Money means shit. It's not the end all be all, but
Money is
the root of all evil also. No. So
I don't know about
evil
that.
means
But-
shit.
When people say things like that, it's like money's the root of all. It's like, well, yeah, when you're
Evil, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You can definitely spend money.
Money's
for good.
also the root of all curing malaria. It's like
Yeah.
that takes money.
Usually there's a couple people in between the cure and the money, though. It's like
Right, and
the
maybe
money's
there's some
given to
evil
the
and
right guy.
nefariousness going on there
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
But it's like
100%.
money.
Did good
Or
things.
it's like whenever people just say goofy that we're like, or people be like, where they'll be like, love doesn't exist. And it's like, oh, you mean like you're just sad? That's what you mean? Is
Yeah.
that what you actually mean? Like,
Yeah.
what are you even talking about if you say it doesn't exist? Because
Yeah.
you don't. How do you even have the conception of it if it's not a thing that we feel? Like,
yeah.
You know?
I mean, opposite exists when people say like hate is like bad or whatever. It's like you still like you can't just kick out these feelings, right? Like they're gonna exist. I'm not saying it's like you gotta only do it in healthy ways. Like they're gonna come out through people anyways. And love, you know, like I think. I mean, now I'm just talking personal shit, but like, you know, I think my parents love me, but it came out in a weird way where then I was like, no, I don't think that was fully correct. Not mad at them, love them now, but growing up, no, that's, you know.
I feel like your parents' love was like exactly what I needed.
I could probably
I had no complaints about your parents' love. It was fucking great.
I mean, they treated you great.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, that's because they didn't know you, but.
Yeah, that's.
They did a more hands-off method.
That's true. They were pretty hands-off parents with me. Yeah.
With me, they were a little more helicopter. Not really, but yeah. More like listen and obey in a certain sense.
Or is there? Has anyone coined the term drone parenting? That seems like it'd be a thing.
It's a new one. You just watch them through a camera.
Yeah, you just
camera.
You got something.
The baby monitor stays there forever.
Yeah. Or did people knock in your house growing up, or did people just open doors and?
My dad wanted the doors open, but yeah.
He wanted all the doors open. I knew kids like that. I didn't know what the hell's going on there.
And then at a certain point,
He was worried about what was going on in the rooms.
No, just didn't like locked doors. No,
but I mean, you mean physically open or unlocked?
It started out open. Especially with my sister and stuff, but then yeah.
Wait,
I mean, at a certain point, I'm just rebelling like hardcore
by closing doors.
More than that.
That's such a low bar for rebellion in that household. Why did you need to do heroin? It's just like
No, the rebellion would
get a few fucking deadbolts
part
and
of
then
that.
Fucking
just lock the door.
Yeah.
No. I ended up running away.
I'm not a part of your system.
I ended up running away like several times from 16 to 17. And I actually slept underneath Plano West Auditorium one night because the door happened to be open, and yeah, it was a weird time. I was kind of reminiscing about this because there's this song that plays on my Spotify that it's called "Iron and Wine: Upward Over a Mountain" that I like a lot. That reminded me of a time when like I was like withdrawing hardcore and I was like 26, 27 or something, and I just kept playing this song over and over again. And it literally took me back to that time where it's kind of like the school thing where it's like, these memories come back and I'm like, shit, dude. Like it's it's tough. And I'm not even saying like I'm above that now. Like the same shit's going to happen still, but it's interesting to.
Wait, so do birds fuck, or do they just fuck the egg, or like how's that work?
That's a really interesting question. I'm pretty sure they fuck, and then it comes out like that. But yeah, the
egg comes out already fertilized, and then
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, chickens,
fish like
chickens. I'm
fish
thinking chickens.
Shoot the stuff onto the egg, right?
Yeah, salmon and stuff.
Yeah.
I
just wanted to do like a hard left turn from you talking about it.
I felt it, but I went with it.
Yeah. I don't know, but I heard that birds don't have penises.
That's what I like about me and you, Tom. We're very close.
What do you mean?
That I can tell you some dark stuff, and then you can be like, "Oh, okay." But
it's well, sometimes you meet people nowadays where sometimes it's like the first thing you find out about somebody is like the most traumatic shit that ever happened to them.
I agree with that.
I was like,
I'm doing that on stage.
Yeah, that's a little different though. Yeah, but doing it on stage is like kind of
agreed. I do agree with that.
Because you're trying to do a specific thing, so it's like if you're trying to be funny and you can make a thing funny, then like so it's like,
doesn't always come out funny though. But yeah. And then you just heard a guy tell him your most traumatic thing almost, and it's like, shit.
Yeah.
But again,
we're still working on that Behind Blue Eyes. We're still, got that hooked up yet. Oh yeah, and it says, "My wrath is vengeance. That's never."
Going back to the Nazi conspiracy.
Yeah, I think it. Well, what else would it be about? Because it's Behind Blue Eyes. It's a pretty specific.
Fred Durst has blue eyes, right?
That's true.
Yeah. Fred Durst might
It would be
a
great if it
Nazi.
was about Fred Durst.
Yeah.
He killed his wife, right? Wasn't that the...
No, Fred
Who am
Durst
I
is
thinking
Limp Bizkit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who am I thinking of? Who was the... Do you know what I'm
guy
talking
with-
about? The guy who...
Olympic guy?
It was the guy who... he was with Christopher Walken on a boat and supposedly might have... No.
No, he went to jail. Yeah. I know. What's his name? Not one of the Kennedys, like, killed, like, it was a big thing at some vacation home. I forget what it is.
He was on that show back in the 70s. What was it called? Beretta. The guy from Beretta.
Totally.
Yeah.
No, I don't even. Yeah, I know that's a.
You don't get Me TV?
No, I don't. I mean, I go by it.
Yeah, by the way, what a perfect name for a fucking network for the baby boomer generation. Me TV. Yeah, fucking. Yeah.
Do that for millennials too, a little bit.
It does annoy me a little bit, millennials talking about baby boomers, because, like, they're right that, like, yeah, the baby boomers are like a disgrace to the World War II generation in terms of selfishness. But it's like, we've only continued on that trajectory.
No, but they built stuff at least. Like,
I think it's all the best music is baby boomer music, I think.
Because all they had to do was, like, break rocks and, mechanical shit, Now we got, like, robot slaves where it's like, we don't even have to do that manual work. Or we can control a fucking fan with our phone and the lighting and all this shit. It's just like...
I still use switches.
I do too.
I'm an analog man when it comes to my light fixtures.
It just sounds better. It's warmer,
That's what I don't understand. Half the time when people get the convenient, it doesn't look more convenient to... It's also those voice things don't understand me when I try to, like, my brother has one of those Google Home things.
I don't understand you. And
I'm like, turn off the microphone. That's the only thing I ever tell it to do, because I don't like it recording all the time. Like, it freaks me out if I'm over at his place. But then I'll say, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. And
so then it doesn't have to listen then, and then it can keep recording.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy to record people with nasally irritating voices.
I don't think your voice is irritating. It's unique. Yeah.
Fucking unique. It's gonna fucking. Ooh.
Is that Blue Eye song? I don't remember.
I can't put that on.
Wait, let's just run through some sound effects here. That'll be.
Yeah, I've always interested in how many you got. Another rim shot. Never heard that one before.
Hey, everybody.
I've never heard that.
Come on, just having a few laps here. Oh, I didn't mean to. What am I doing here, folks?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that one is.
It's crickets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lo-fi crickets. Never heard that one either. Have you heard that one, Tom?
What are scientists who study insects called? What's the eschatologist? Is that it?
Ophthalmologist?
I think it's eschatologist.
It's an ophthalmologist. I
just thought of a stupid joke that, I was performing an eschatologist conference. I got crickets.
Rim shot. You got to go back a couple.
What was that?
He's got to go back. He's got more than just 8. He's got a whole library. There we go. Real quick on the gun on that one.
Hey!
Wait, is that
Play
just
that one
Garvey
again.
saying cunt? Is that what that was?
Play that again. That's
Who is that? Is it
What is
someone we
that?
know?
Panda song.
Panda.
It's a rapper. We're going to have the other comedian on. He goes about Panda. I was going to have it, but it didn't work out.
Panda Chacon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a song.
From Vatos Chistos.
Yeah. He got the clip.
Chistosos. You're making it sound like it's a snack food.
It sounds like a snack food.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, man.
Can you just do one of Tom going, ah? Yeah.
Can you record him and you can make him buttons?
Yeah. Can make me say Jesus. I say Jesus a lot, I've realized.
All right, so who wants to go first?
When saying Jesus?
I don't want to encourage this. I was just saying you got to be sly and get it.
Yeah.
Well, that's hard.
Or do it. Do your little put it on a button. Come on.
Man, that's not good. No, that's. Yeah, I don't know. It is. I can't do it naturally. You gotta, you know what I mean. You gotta draw it out at me.
Well, tell a long story real quick, and I'm sure it'll come out. Just like really long. Bam! It's right there.
Yeah, that wasn't that difficult.
There's the. Bam! It's right there. Bam! It's right there. Who's saying that? Bam! It's right there. This. Bam! It's right there. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is.
Mine's Jesus. That was I kept saying on the podcast. That would be my button.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's your.
No, just someone going over the top where I'm like, Jesus. And then, yeah, that's pretty much. That's mine.
That's it.
I'm more quiet.
It's a hell of a hook you got there.
Jesus. And then, yeah. Jesus. And then, yeah. You should have got that one. And then, yeah. See, there it is. Bam. It's right there. Bam. It's right there. I'm glad I'm drinking. I'm so glad.
Fucking hope anyone listening to this says Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's get back to our questions. Says Jesus. What comedy do you remember from your youth? Well, you're a heroin addict, so you don't have any fucking memories of your youth.
I do.
What comedy do you remember from 2 weeks ago? I don't know.
I'm not a heroin addict anymore. I feel like I keep not correctly positioning that.
See, I kind of feel like it would be better if people did, because people usually say like, "Oh, I'm a recovering addict," and that's just permanently what you are for your life. I always feel like it's better to just be like, "Oh no, I was a heroin addict, and now I'm a heroin addict." It's like, it's.
But I'm still kind of a heroin addict. I still have like these compulsions, not doing fucking heroin, but I mean,
it's like I'll meet people who are like, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm alcoholic," and they haven't drank in like 10 years, and they're around it all the time, and like they're not. Drink, but it's just like a weird thing. Like everyone I'm seeing around you is hammered every time I see them. And
that's
you seem to be
comedy,
doing great with the stuff. And you're the one that's the alcohol. You know what I mean? It's just strange. All the people getting drunk are not alcoholics, and then the sober people, it's like, it's alcoholics. It's,
I can't touch it.
I think Norm Macdonald pointed that out once.
I mean, I think
in a funnier way than we're doing right now.
Yeah. Wait, why are you involved? You're the one that said the joke.
Yeah, and you're giving me fucking nothing responding to it here.
Well, I'm agreeing that's a good point.
Hey, roll your sleeves up. What are you doing over there?
Let
me see those fucking veins, right?
I don't have any. I really don't.
They do get sunken in right over.
Yeah. I tapped them out. I'm back in my hands, everything.
Yeah, you can't.
Actually, they're coming
back. You
can't
give blood either, right?
No, I think after a certain amount of time. But would
I don't think so. Can you? No,
I wouldn't.
I think they ask you if you've ever.
I wouldn't, even if they asked. Okay, they don't deserve my blood. The Red Cross and whatever, helping people.
Well, you can sell your plasma.
Probably not.
I used to do that all the time.
After a certain amount of years,
it's like free over time. I calculated it. You can make $2,000 a year. Basically, you're getting like $80 a week if you go to. I don't know if they still pay the same.
That's nothing.
$2,000 a year
for what plasma is probably actually worth.
That's close to, depending on what your rent is. That's at least 2 months rent. It's like $3.
Exactly. But you got to go that. No, dude. No, I don't think that's.
That's multiple months of rent. That's it's a lot
of
money.
No, a couple months of rent tops.
It's let me do the math here.
80 times.
That'd be like 3 months of rent for me.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty.
That's
good.
worth it.
That's it.
Are you selling your plasma?
No, I haven't been, but I feel bad that I haven't been. It's just finding the time. You gotta.
Okay.
So you gotta go down to the place, and it takes like an hour, and you gotta.
I was just taking up part of that money too.
And it's free, and you're making. They're giving you at least the place I used to go to. They would pay. I think it was like 40. They pay you like 40 you could go twice a week, and they would pay you 40 it was the 30 the first time, and then I think 50 the second time. It was something like that. But yeah, you.
That sucks. Why do they give you less the first time?
To incentivize you to come back the second time. It's a psychological thing they do.
Interesting. Yeah. No, but that's not enough. I mean, I would give my plasma. I don't give a shit.
I wish I could just sell my plasma direct to whoever they're giving it to. You know.
You could probably charge
Because I'm
more.
sure there's overhead that I'm not maximizing my plasma dollar.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, plasma's worth a lot. And they're just like fucking milking it from, desperate people for the most part. Not like
if you're watching this on a plasma screen right now, you got a little Tom Murphy in there. Just know that. Wonder if anyone is giving plasma with the impression that that's what they're doing with it.
That's why
this
I want
is going into television sets. That's why it's so lifelike. There's literally human blood coursing through
those balls where you put your fingers on and the little, isn't that plasma technically? Not literally.
What happens if you smash one of those open? Will something bad happen?
You probably get more plasma in you. Whatever.
Yeah, will it hurt you? Is it cancerous?
I don't know. Yeah.
Or like lava lamps.
That's
if you smash a lava lamp open,
they're very hot. So yeah, that.
Well, if it's not turned on, I'm saying. Is that bad? What's in there?
I don't know. I don't even know what's in there. I don't think it's lava. I'm pretty sure it's not lava.
No,
It's kind of false advertising, I feel like.
it's not a great lamp either, really.
No, not really.
And you can't read by that light.
Man, no, I think you could. Yeah, what are you talking about?
A lava lamp?
Yeah. Right next to it.
Anyway. If you turn off all the lights and turn on the lava lamp, it looks nice. It's kind of like a little glow to it. But
yeah.
Yep. This is fucking riveting age-old debate here.
That's why 3 people here always helps.
Of
fucking Marcus Garvey.
How easy is it to read by the light of a lava lamp? Yep.
You can do a lot by it. You can fuck by it. You can fuck by the night of a lava lamp. That's perfect lighting for fucking. But don't discount lava lamps. They've got their uses. You know? Watching a movie.
I got excited. I had one as a kid, and I wanted it for Christmas or something or other. And I remember when I found out how cheap they were, I was really excited. Because I assumed that lava lamp, when I was a child, I thought lava lamps would cost like.
Because they had lava in it. You probably.
It just seems like pretty high technology. So I figured like that's probably like hundreds of dollars to get one of those.
Yeah. When were you born? What are you like?
1992.
And you didn't think like Nintendos were more technologically advanced than lava
I figure they were comparable. I don't know.
The equals.
Well, that seems like serious science. The shit moves around and you don't touch it.
If it had actual lava in it, I would agree with you.
Yeah, but it looks like I figured it was some kind of like chemical that NASA made or something. That's it was one of those where like we got microwaves out of the shuttle launch, and then what was that?
It's wax.
Wax.
Is that some? What's that? Is that some NASA stuff? Wax.
Wax.
Remember? Is that a new material?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's wax.
Yeah.
So congratulations, you made a 10-year-old boy in Davenport, Iowa look stupid. So
Who's that? You?
Yeah.
Are you from Davenport?
I lived in Davenport. Rudy's from there too.
Where's Davenport?
Davenport. It's in the Quad Cities, which is right on the Mississippi, the border between Illinois and Iowa.
You said fucking 3.
It's like the tri-state area.
Dude, what are you talking about?
It's right in the eastern portion of the state, kind of.
Oh, you mean right next to California, New York, and Florida? Is that what you mean?
I mean, it's as close to those 3 as about anywhere, I guess.
Mississippi.
It's in the center.
Mississippi.
Yeah, it's
Illinois,
on the Mississippi.
Illinois.
It's next to Illinois.
Iowa,
and,
right?
Yeah, it's Iowa. Illinois. Well, you got the Quad Cities, so it's Davenport and Bettendorf, which are on the Iowa side, and then you got Rock Island and Moline on the Illinois side.
Okay. I'm not familiar with cities in those 4 closely.
Yeah, they're the Quad Cities.
Yeah.
Because of the number 4.
Yeah.
But, they, bought us some time. What's that?
Is that where the Quad City DJs are from?
I don't think they
Is that
were.
a young man reference?
No, I don't think they were. I know what you're talking about. What song
Who
did they
is that?
sing? Yeah, it was a band. They had like one hit, I think. I don't think they were, though. I think I remember hearing that name and thinking like, oh, that's neat. But
Oh,
Who's
really?
from there?
They did Whoop, There It Is?
I think Ashton Kutcher is one of the only celebrities actually from Iowa. One of the...
I think he's playing it. Oh, Downtown, Do Your Thing? Downtown, Do Your Thing, Do Your Thing.
No, that's not this. This is the... This is the Rockin' Train, Chit-Chat. Yeah.
Oh.
I remember listening to this quite a bit as a child in the Quad Cities. Yeah, it might have been us. Down about it. Come on, riding train.
So you can play that song, but not Blue Eyes?
I don't think I can play out. That won't be over. It shouldn't be loud.
Come on,
I think that was
riding
just a train. I think that was just a train passing by.
Choo choo. Yeah, that's the. But
The rain stopped, I think. A little bit.
Yeah, I thought the rain. It sounded nice.
No, it was. It was nice.
I like falling asleep when it's raining.
I say that, but every time I try to do that,
we've been really
I just
fucking
listen.
assisting people with that in this.
She did an ASMR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how they do it? Do you have that? Do you know what that is when people describe that?
A little bit.
I get,
Yeah.
No, I get that. When I heard it,
It's
I was
nice.
like, oh, because I never knew how to explain it to someone without sounding like a psychopath.
Yeah.
So
I assume that's what a mother's love feels like.
just a tingly sensation
Sure.
along your neck that's
Yeah.
slightly enjoyable.
Yeah.
There's people who spend hours a day doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I love my mom.
It's like how
I feel like they came off the wrong way.
what did no.
No.
Mother's love?
Yeah.
feeling.
Like I've never experienced that.
You're saying that you have experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did it have to be my mother? Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
But I like ASMR, man. I mean, I don't really listen to it because it's like it's pretty much just like anything else. I feel like you build up a tolerance to it. I'm not trying to listen to ASMR for like 4 hours just to get.
Yeah, there's people doing that, which is like how.
No.
Like, do you live in a dry county? Like, there's other sensations you can do to yourself that are like a little more involved than the fucking vague, tingly sensation that's kind of
It's
nice.
not bad though.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
But you encounter it. It's just something that when you're encountering it in your daily life, where you're at a library or something, and someone's going,
Yeah, Bob Ross.
and then
I
you can
felt
kind of get a little ooh, and then
Bob Ross got a lot of that back in the day before
Yeah.
it was like a real.
or just some
Whatever.
people. I've had where there's some people just their sound of their voice on the phone where they'll just be like,
Yeah, remember in school, a boring teacher. Sometimes I would just be like kind of tranced or something. And, it was unexpected. Whatever. We didn't have a
That's
name
right.
for it back in the day.
That's why Ben Stein was always in all of the.
Sure. Yeah, I bet you he got a lot of that.
Like the John Hughes movies. John Hughes was a degenerate ASMR addict.
Oh, really? I know you're joking.
Did
I
you
don't.
see,
I don't know. I don't know John Hughes that well.
The Breakfast Club.
Oh, okay.
Pretty in
Yeah.
Pink,
Yeah. I didn't.
Planes,
come off-
Trains, and Automobiles. One of the great all-time comedies.
Yeah. Vaguely remember that. It's
I
like
got it.
Airplane.
John
I
Candy.
know I've seen it, but yeah. I know.
That's a sad movie too. At the end, you really get sad.
Yeah.
You find out his
Nostalgia.
his wife's dead. Yeah, there's that shot of. Do you remember Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Okay, that shot at the end. There's a shot where John Candy, where the song's playing in the background. It's the "Every time you go away, you take a piece of me." And then Steve Martin, like a fucking dick, kisses his wife in front of John Candy, even though John Candy's got the dead wife. And then it just cuts to him clutching his hat tightly, like with his mittens. And I'm
gonna have to
it's
rewatch
devastating.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it cuts up to John Candy's face, and you can tell he's sad. But then someone looks back at him, and then he like smiles like this. And it's like 'cause he doesn't want to make other people suffer with his suffering. He just
The whole movie, he talks about his wife, right?
he doesn't talk about it. Oh, yeah, he talks about, but he just keeps talking about her like she's alive. And he's like, and then there's like little clues throughout the thing where he's like, oh, I haven't been home in years. And then you find out basically like he's a salesman who just like lives on the road, and like his wife died, and he's it's very sad. And then he has Thanksgiving with Steve Martin's irritating fucking family. And
Steve Martin's always in family kind of shit, like Father of the Bride. That was just it's like always his interaction.
Well, there's a lot of movies where people have families,
Yeah, well,
It's like, he's always he's been typecast as like a pants guy. Like you never see him.
Yeah, that's
his
true.
pants
Also,
on in movies.
yeah.
He probably does wear more khaki. I feel like I've seen Steve. When I picture Steve Martin, he's wearing
Never
khakis.
seen him in jeans,
Yeah, that's true. That is odd.
right?
I find it odd that I don't understand why jeans are less dressy than. Like, it's the same amount of difficulty to put
Blue
on dress
collar.
pants as to where people are like, oh, you're dressed up, and it's like, no, they're pants. Like,
Yeah.
it's a button and a
This is
zipper.
the only
It's
thing I
a-
can really wear. Yeah.
Well, it's just not there's no. It's like,
I mean-
or if you're wearing like a polo shirt, sometimes people will be like, oh, you're dressed up, and it's like it's the same way you put on a t-shirt. It's not.
Yeah.
There's not an increased like.
But polos lost that kind of like esteem. Like back in even early 2000s, polo was like, oh, like you're trying to dress proper. But now it's kind of just. I feel like it's kind of bullshit. Collared shirt, especially with the tie. Yeah, that's still some bullshit. Like court or whatever you're actually trying. Look, but. The Facebook people, those Silicon Valley
That's
people
right.
ruin that kind of thing where it's like, oh,
Right.
rich people can wear, a shirt and
So
pants.
it's fun to hang out with drug addicts because they'll say things like that, where it's like, oh, that's like nice clothes. Like, hey, you look good, man. You look like you're going to court. It's like,
Yeah.
it's fucking.
Yeah,
You married?
me no. I'm
No?
gonna say I don't like the clothes you're wearing right now. Those aren't nice clothes.
No. I've had this shirt for a long time, so it does have some
Yeah.
holes in it.
Yeah, it does.
I don't
My
like to
favorite
throw
shirt
out.
has
I don't
holes
like
in
to
it.
throw away clothes. I don't.
No, I feel you.
It's like it's that. If we just all agreed that it doesn't bother us that people have holes in their clothes, we could just all not worry about it. I don't
Yeah.
understand why it's.
I mean, clothes don't
last.
last worth shit anymore. Like people who used
This
to get
did. I
clothes.
bought this in.
It's falling apart right now.
I got
Technically,
this in middle
you're
school, I
supposed to
think.
get new. Technically, you're supposed to get new clothes by this time.
Well, I have some other clothes.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Nice. You got another shirt.
I got some shoes on.
Nice.
Got some
Pants?
socks. How often do you buy new socks?
No, it's not. Dude, I barely buy clothes. Pretty much run through them for like at least like I wear like 4 things on repeat. That's it.
Wait, like 4? You have 4 shirts, 4 pants, and 4.
No, wow. 4 pants.
You got
What
2
am I?
pants.
1.5 pants. Almost.
What pants and some shorts?
No. Just like some pajama shit. Like I have 1 pair of nice pants. I have like another one,
Yeah,
but they're kind of too big now. But still, like yeah.
So you
I'm pretty much a cartoon character. You know that we're the same. Like this.
we're both cartoons.
No, I don't know. Do you have how many pants do you have?
I got more than that. I got I got a fair number of
You
pants.
don't have to brag about it, man.
No, I got
Just-
probably. I
Double
probably got
digits?
all
Do you have
told.
double
I
digits?
might have like 10
You have-
pairs of pants.
you have
If we're
double?
counting shorts, I might have. Yeah,
When do you wear shorts?
I don't.
Then what are we talking
I
about?
got
You
'em,
just have old clothes that you just don't wear then.
Yeah, but no, the shorts are like if I'm
Doing short
it's very
things.
hot and I don't feel good or something, I might put on shorts to like walk to the gas station to like get
Yeah.
cigarettes
okay.
or something.
But then you're not going out in shorts or anything. You're like, I mean,
Right,
I have some
right.
athletic shorts.
you can wear
that-
the same pair of pants. Like I'll wear. I don't wash them that often. So I'm wearing pants right now that I've worn. Probably for like 5 days now. Like I don't. It's
It's a lot longer. than
you
I
change your underwear, but you don't really need to change the pants. You're not. There's nothing.
thought.
making
Yeah, I have a
contact
decent amount of
with them,
underwear. Yeah. Socks too. That's probably the most things I have. Some shirts.
Because I used to be a janitor, and like I'd always be covered in the trash juice. I was
You don't have to brag again. Jesus.
It was when I was in high school. I was a janitor, and I'd be covered in
Wait,
the
in
trash
high school?
juice.
In
Yeah.
high school? 4-year high school?
Not for the high school. No, it was amusement
That would have
park.
been cool.
But it was I'd be covered in trash juice, and then sometimes just still not shower, and you realize like people just don't. Not that many people told me I smelled, and I'm sure I must have.
No. And you're the janitor. So
But you can like live in the world like that. Like you can just
Yeah.
kind of not
I've
really
definitely
shower.
kind of done
or-
that as a junkie and janitor. Not that different.
COVID got me to wash my hands for the first time as an adult. I stopped washing my hands when I was like 11. I started again, but
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, hygiene wasn't
Well,
the biggest issue when I was being a junkie, so definitely.
I think it's
it's not a priority.
You know, it's more about it. I don't get when people think. Isn't it more that if you're like, if I was a heroin addict, I feel like I'd make more of a point to eat like salads and things, right? Because
why?
Well, because you want to offset the hair, like, because most people think the opposite. We're like, if I'm eating something healthy, people are like, but you smoke.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to counterbalance that. You don't.
I don't think that's how that works.
That makes sense to me.
It makes sense, but I think it's not. Yeah,
Like,
I don't think that. Yeah,
because you can offset a lot of the bad with the good habits. You get
kinda. Yeah, I mean, people are exercise to counteract them
right,
partying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do all that, and then it's.
I think you need to save like a bus full of kids to counteract the
moral.
Yeah, I don't think a salad's
you're saying the moral degeneracy is what needs to be.
No, not at all. I don't think it's a
Well,
moral
why is
thing.
saving a bus of kids? That's not good for you.
Okay, I don't know what would be.
Sometimes one of the things most heroic about saving the bus full of kids is that it's very bad for you and you die. You know, because you.
Then you don't need any more heroin. I think that equals out.
Well, now you're just saving the bus full of kids from
So you don't have to go through
You're the one.
withdrawals.
Well, no,
So you
you're
don't
the
have to go through
one.
withdrawals.
You're the one on heroin driving the bus, causing the
No,
problem that you need
no.
to save them from in the first place.
No, then you got to save 2 bus full of kids to count.
because you're hitting another bus and then.
Yeah.
I was getting nervous that you might have that opportunity come up when you're like fucked up or something. Like if.
What do heroin?
Well, because like maybe once or twice in your life, you're gonna maybe have that thing where the kid falls down in front of the train and you got to run over and.
That has happened.
And
to
if
me.
you're just
I saved an old lady once.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the circumstances?
I was in New Mexico and I was coming back from a party or whatever, and she was like just laying in the snow of the apartment. It was in Angel Fire, so it's a small town. It's like 1,000 people, but it's a resort. And
And
there was just lady in the snow, and then like I remember
she was like passed out, or
no, she was just shivering, and I don't know what
she
the
homeless?
fuck. No, she actually lived. I found out later. She lived in the apartment.
Was she
It was
like confused?
Yeah. She had like dementia.
Okay.
I think she came down the stairs and slipped, and
Yeah, gee.
yeah. But if
Like, so
usually
you
I
did what you?
called ambulance. I ended up even like throwing all my clothes on her. Like I wasn't naked, but like I was, my jacket and everything, and ran back into my apartment. Got that, They took her to a hospital, is what I was told. Maybe she did die. Who knows? At that point, but
We should have her on. Get the
Say again?
full. We should have her on. Get the full scoop.
She's probably dead at this point. This was like when I was 22, 20, 23. Or no. I'm sorry. Like 1920. Yeah, it was before I could even drink. I was
before
drinking
anybody
that night.
could even drink, right? Prohibition, wasn't it?
No. What do you fucking...
1920?
Yeah.
Oh, you were 19 or 20.
How do...
I thought you were saying the year 1920.
How do birds fuck? Do they just fuck the egg, or do what?
I don't. Well, then fish, because fish, I think they just shoot the stuff onto the eggs.
You
So does
how
that mean they're aroused by the sight of eggs,
No,
or
if you
they?
really want to know someone that fucks, you know how ducks fuck? It's crazy. Like they
Wow.
grow a dick each time. It's like a corkscrew
Really?
dick. And of course,
and
like
it falls away, like it leaves the
yes.
body.
and then
They get new ones.
and female ducks' vaginas are actually like mazes, so they have like false traps because ducks rape each other so much.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and
That fish stuff,
should've made my
that's at
voice
least
sound that much like a
consensual.
duck,
That's
man.
great, And
Well,
eggs,
what is
I
it?
don't even know what that's about, but still, yeah. Like out of Coca-Cola or something. I forget what it's called.
Kokua.
I don't even know. It's a bird's whatever, vagina or egg or something.
You ever see that show Duck Dynasty?
Yeah. A lot of rape on that show too.
Not enough ducks, honestly.
Yeah, I know. For a
Yeah.
place, yeah. And not much of a dynasty, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
It's kind of just
yeah,
looks like a
you're-
corporation a little bit.
You read about the the Chang dynasty or something, and then I don't know the names of any actual Chinese dynasties. I was gonna say there's a bit of a drop off when you get to the Duck dynasty.
Yeah. I mean, they have, I don't know the Chinese New Year thing, but they have duck. Is duck one of them? You know what I mean? I know it's like pig, sheep, rat, dragon. No? You know your Chinese.
No duck?
Really? Damn.
They
do like duck, but they definitely eat more than, yeah.
I had a friend who he had ducks he had in his backyard, and he killed one and ate it.
They're really good.
I've never had duck.
Yeah, you've never had duck? It's technically purple meat. It's really weird.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
No, man, but it's really it's people say like sweet, but it's not really sweet. But like, yeah,
Those lying sacks of shit.
No, I mean I'm just saying it's not like it's like
it's fucking sweet.
Yeah. No, but it's sweeter than chicken or whatever. Wait, so did you look that up? Is it? Ah, damn. There's a cat? I don't even know. Oh, yes, rooster. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was like, huh. I think you're thinking of like Hello Kitty. That's not.
Yeah,
they have 12, I know. That's about it.
Or were you ever vegetarian? Being Hindu growing up? Was that
not because of Hinduism? When I was 16, I was, though, for like 6 months.
Because of ethical reasons? Or?
Yeah, because I thought, I could change the world.
I liked your contempt for that.
Yeah, because it's kind of bullshit.
Well, I'm a vegetarian.
It's kind of bullshit.
I do love it when people do that, where you're shitting on something, and then someone's like, I'm that thing. And it's like, oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
Well, I guess now it's amazing.
Yeah, now you got to oop.
I had no idea this person I just met is a Presbyterian. Now I will never...
If you're doing it for ethical reasons, you're saving a duck or two or whatever.
I was making fun of the Catholic Church once when I was younger, and then this kid was like, dude, I'm fucking Catholic. And I was like, yeah, fucking me too. Like, what are you talking about? It's such an odd... It's just such an odd view of the world of like, but we shouldn't make fun of the things that I am. Like, what do we... It's just
no,
like...
I agree.
It's like, but you laughed. Yeah.
No, I definitely agree. I think being the butt of a joke sometimes is
it's the best thing ever. It's the greatest. It makes me sad when I meet people who don't like laughing at themselves. It's like it's free fun that you can just like.
Well, wait. When you're doing it to yourself, it's obvious. But when other people do it, it's like you're taking one for the team a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it just feels good. I don't know, like when you, especially like friends you have where you both shit on each other, and it's like
I do.
It's almost like an exchange of.
Love.
It's just a demonstration of goodwill too, where it's like that
we can both talk to each other like that.
Yeah. It's a nice.
I agree.
It's a nice,
I like to do that with strangers, but you meet a lot of strangers that don't want to look at themselves like that.
Self-deprecation is usually the safest. That's a real psychopath. Have you ever met a guy? And I say guy because I've never met a woman who does this, but. You ever met a guy who is so uptight about things being made fun of that gets angry at you for making fun of yourself? I had a guy like ready to fight me once. He was like, "Why the fuck you talk about yourself like that?
Yeah, like have some respect." Yeah, no, I have like one. It was kind of weird. Yeah, I was like, I don't like. Yeah,
like, what do you even do for fun? Like at that point, you can't even make fun of yourself. Like it's like the one safe thing. That's the one thing
Yeah, it hasn't been alone enough, I guess, or whatever. Or maybe he's been alone too. Maybe he's been alone longer.
Yeah, he was an odd guy. He was giving me sexual advice and started like which was not solicited, but he started grabbing me to like show me what he was saying I needed to do, and he was like, use your hands like this, and then he was like grabbing my neck and stuff, and I was like, that thing you were saying about self-respect earlier? This is more.
I mean,
me telling you I don't want you to touch me on my neck like that. That's more the self-respect that I'm into, but. Yeah, I didn't tell him that because I was afraid of him. But he was an intense guy.
It could have been mildly assault.
Yeah. Well, I've technically been assaulted multiple times, I guess.
Yeah. No,
it's just beaten up back in the day,
Yeah.
But,
well, usually I'm talking too much because I'm drunk, and then someone.
Me and my brother, I guess, technically got sexually assaulted standing right next to each other we were at a gay strip club with one of his buddies who's a gay guy, and we're talking to this gay stripper, and we asked him which of us was more attractive.
And then he felt you guys.
And then he was like, "Well, I'm only seeing half the picture here," and we were like, And then he just went boom, and just grabbed both our dicks.
Definitely.
And then he said, "My brother," and It's yeah. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
It was, and it settled that me and my brother always argued about who had the. I always thought he had it bigger, and he was convinced that mine was.
Nice.
And then like the guy settled it, so like I won the argument.
No, but you guys aren't hard. So are you guys hard
I
in
was.
the club?
No,
That's sadder that you were hard. And
no, we were like we were just like like visibly straight jackasses giggling in the corner, like with
Sure.
his dicks out. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a fun time though.
Yeah, gay people can get away with a lot.
Yeah. Well, when I think as they should, it doesn't bother me. Like it is. People try to compare it. I do think it's different. It's like a man grabbing a man is definitely different than I mean, yeah. Ideally,
Same as a
nobody should be
woman
grabbing
grabbing a
people.
woman.
People shouldn't be grabbing people if they don't want to be grabbed. But
But you don't know till you do it that they don't.
And
want to be
a
grabbed
lady, I'm
most
pretty
of the
sure she
time.
was a lady of the night, but who
Not saying
literally
you should
like
do that.
chased me down and like grabbed into my pants and back. And I was trying to get away from her because she was telling me that we needed to have sex, and I was like, I got a girlfriend. And then
Yeah. But she's a hooker, you're saying?
I assume so. It
What do
was.
you mean, Ben?
I was just walking down the street. It was real late at night, and
Okay. So
but I was intoxicated.
Did you give her money?
No, I
Okay.
just kept running and apologizing.
Okay,
for some
okay.
reason. I was like, sorry, I got a girlfriend, and
Yeah, yeah.
she.
And then she tried
She
to
did not
really-
respect.
she tried to upsell
she
you a
did not
little
respect
bit.
monogamy as a concept, I guess. But
That doesn't sound like a hooker.
started telling
It
me
seems
her
like a drunk
girlfriend's not-
girl.
she's pretty aggressive about getting to the because we weren't talking to each other at all. It didn't make any sense that she was.
Yeah.
She just said
Didn't
hi
ask
to
for
me,
money.
and
Didn't ask
I'm
for money?
overly friendly to strangers at night. In
That's
the
the
daytime
best.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then I was like, then there was just me running away from this woman, and
Huh.
yeah, it was, which I eventually outran her. She had, she had like the big high heels, the big pumps.
Stilettos?
Is that what is a pump? Is there a distinction between? Is a pump a type of high heel, or is a pump a?
I think that's just like a block instead of like a heel. I mean, it's got
For
a
a
heel
long time,
to
I
it.
thought it was like some kind of form of underwear or something because I would just hear women say it in a sort of
underwear kind of way.
insinuatory kind of way where they're like, well, I might wear my pumps. That kind
okay.
of. So I was assumed like, oh, it's probably
Yeah.
I don't know underwear,
Intimate.
or yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it's drugs.
Yeah.
Or did you go through a period when you were a kid where you started finding out that a lot of the songs on the radio were actually about sexual things and drugs, and you started suspecting it in everything? Where you're like, I can tell they're talking about fucking. I know what's going on.
Wasn't mad about it, but yeah.
I was upset about it. I was very upset about it. I got in an argument with a friend of mine about because I was a big Beatles fan when I was a kid, and I was very Catholic. And a friend of mine was like, the Beatles were
Probably
definitely
why you
having
were mad
sex
about
with
it.
women, right?
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
definitely having sex before they were married. And I was like, no, they all got married really young. They weren't having sex. They were. Yeah, I was convinced that John Lennon was a one-woman
virgin.
man.
Yeah.
Fucking. God, he beat more than one woman, and I was thinking like this guy's a fucking saint. Just like, he's got his.
Well,
one
he
thing.
didn't fuck him at least. He was a saint in that way.
Did you ever see that movie? It was a British movie, Four Lions, I think it was called.
No.
It's really funny. It's about these basically wannabe jihadists who are living in England, and there's this one scene where this girl who lives near them, who one of the guys had sex with, walks in on them when they're making a bomb.
Uh-huh.
And so then they're like freaking out, and then the one guy tells the guy who had sex with her, he's like, "You need to kill her. You're the one who started this. She wouldn't even be down here if it wasn't for you. You need to kill her." And then the guy was like, "I can't do that. I can't." He's like, "Oh, you can fuck her, but you can't kill her." Like it was like,
It doesn't make sense.
like, well, if you can fuck someone, you can definitely murder them.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it just follows.
Yeah.
I get that though a little bit. I grew up Catholic. It's
If you can fuck someone,
sex
you
is
can kill
always
them.
the worst thing in my mind. Is like any kind of sexual indiscretion. I feel like.
I sense some of that being Hindu, but I've definitely rebelled.
Are
enough
Hindus
that-
uptight about sex?
Yeah. Even with
It
the
just seems like every
Karma
religion.
Sutra. Yeah.
Are there any religions that are extremely not, other than cults? A lot of cults are pretty sexually open.
Yeah. No, but it's very specific and very like, it's like I don't want to use this word, but whatever, power dynamic, where it's like,
What the
with the cults and stuff, usually it's like the main guy getting fucked, like fucking
well, I think that's the
everybody,
whole point of most cults is just you have one guy who wants to have sex with everyone, and And that's how he figures out to do that.
Yeah, that seems the main point of any power for the most part.
Yeah, that's a lot of...
And it's figuratively sometimes, not always literally fuck people, but,
It's a lot. Those are fascinating people to me, though, of like the Dick Cheneys of the world. That it's like this guy goes to so many lengths to accumulate so much power, and he has all these like puppet strings and everything, and he's manipulating things and people, and he's doing all of this, under the table crazy stuff. And
sure.
And it's like, but from what I
visiting
understand,
for dinner, but it's like serious shit. You know what I mean? Like,
but like from what I understand, Dick Cheney, in his personal life, just like has sex with the one woman he's married to and doesn't do any drugs and doesn't. And I'm confused. Like, what's all the evil for? Why all of this?
Money?
All you want to do is have like a nice family in the suburbs and like fuck the one lady until you die, and like which is great, But like, why did I don't get people who want power for its own sake is like even weirder to me.
Yeah. Money.
I don't.
Money's not for its own sake. Money, you can do all the evil
Yeah,
shit.
but it's like, how much? But,
whatever
why
you
do you
want.
need money unless you're like I don't know, doing a bunch of drugs?
I
or
don't
something.
know.
I don't know
I
why
don't
you need all the
fucking have
money.
money.
Like what?
Yeah.
And Dick Cheney can't have that much money compared to. Like he probably could have made more money. Than some other than try to be.
No, but
vice
you also have
president.
to have the power. Like Bill Gates has the or whatever. Jeff Bezos has all the money, but without at least a certain amount of power, you can't do anything.
He's
You know
got a
what I
fair
mean?
amount of power.
With
I mean, the
just
money
pure
is-
money.
yeah,
Yes,
I
I
mean,
agree with that. But
It
the
is right.
president,
Jeff Bezos.
the president can do
I think
more
this is
than
literally
Jeff
true.
Bezos.
Jeff
a little
Bezos could
bit.
come here right now and murder the three of us on camera,
Sure.
and wouldn't. I don't think he would.
I mean, I don't
There's
think
no way-
that
you
could get
can't.
out, but he can
has
wipe
an
the
amount of
internet.
money where there's just you can't go to prison if you have that much money. It's just impossible. It
yeah.
just doesn't happen.
Yeah. Too big to fail almost in a certain
Yeah,
way.
That's right.
Yeah, too big to get charged with murder.
This is
Same shit.
this is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
politics podcast. Now we're okay. Yeah, we're gonna we're gonna leave now. We're gonna go to open mic with the great Dung is putting on. So we will.
Guy's too good.
What? Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Fucking great man, and we've had Garvey, Johnson, Ary here, and had our nameless producer, and we
Tabasco?
what do we want to leave everybody with?
Tabusco. That's gonna be your nickname. I don't know. I'm just
My nickname. Why would you
No.
compare me to that son of a bitch? Don't even
I'm comparing you to Tabasco.
to Tabasco.
Yeah, because it's red hot or something.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody. Hey. All right. Yeah.
What's this?
You want to wrap it up like that?
Hey, play the
Say
two
something about
recordings.
Joe
Play the two
Biden.
recordings.
Joe Biden's the president now. That'll be like a timestamp where people will look back at this historically.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yes, Jesus.
Bam! It's right there. Bam! It's right there. Okay, don't abuse it. Bam! It's right there.
Yes, Jesus.
Bam! It's right there. I like the look he's giving you.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, let's it's every yep. All right, podcast. It's over, and we're all right.
Love you, Tom.
You got anything saying? You
That's
got
it.
all right, and you can see Shiva at the Golden Saloon every Saturday night. I'm just making up credits for you. I don't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know about this. I might be at Weatherford College. I might be at Looney Bin.
Oh, you're going back to school? Is that
No. I'm quitting. I'm quitting after this.
Hey.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'll be at the. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. All right, I don't know how to say goodbye on these things. All right,
Don't look at them. Don't make
Goodbye.
eye contact.
Right,
Don't.
it's not good to
Don't
break
make
in the fourth
Yes.
wall. I'm shattering the illusion of professionalism that we had